There are shitty rivalries in the WWE like this. And then there's rivalries like this. But today we're going to focus on positive and start a new series where we talk about wrestlers' greatest rivalry. So today we're going to start with one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Randy Orton. You're watching top 5 greatest Randy Orton's rivalries of all time. Number 5, Daniel Bryan. Now this rivalry has more to do with Daniel Bryan than Randy Orton. But Randy Orton played an amazing villain when he joined his rivalry Triple H to cash in on Daniel Bryan. It was a dick move which makes him a great heel. Both had a great rivalry, and Randy Orton managed to win with the help of others. But at WrestleMania 30, in a triple threat match between Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan and Batista, Daniel Bryan ended the rivalry and won the WWE Championship. Number 4, Randy Orton vs. The Undertaker. This rivalry happened in 2005, back when Randy Orton was a legend killer. In my opinion, this was the best times of Randy Orton. He was a cocky son of a bitch, but it worked for him. Just to prove how much he wanted to defeat Undertaker at WrestleMania, he RKO'd his own kayfabe girlfriend Stacy Keibler to send a message to The Undertaker. Randy Orton came to SmackDown by doing an RKO to The Undertaker and said that he's now on SmackDown. Rivalry was full of awesome moments. Randy Orton burned the casket, Undertaker played mind games with Randy Orton. Randy Orton started seeing Undertaker in the mirror. Randy Orton even started seeing Undertaker while he was taking a shit. Okay, maybe that didn't happen. But maybe it did, how would you know? Even though The Undertaker won at WrestleMania, Randy Orton won at SummerSlam. And they had a great match in the Hell in a Cell, with tons of blood. So it's fair to say that this is one of the rivalries that made Randy Orton. Number 3, Randy Orton vs. John Cena. It was supposed to be Rock vs. Austin, but only it wasn't. But it worked for some time. Both guys came into the business nearly at the same time. One was shining at Raw, the other one was shining on SmackDown. And when they both collided, it was one of the most personal rivalries ever. Randy Orton even kicked the shit out of his dad. Twice. Edge also did it. This rivalry in 2007 and in 2009 was very awesome, even though John Cena was booked like a Superman. But it's not a surprise. Number 2, Randy Orton vs. Mick Foley. Now this is a rivalry that made Randy Orton. If you haven't seen their match at Backlash 2004, do it and you will totally gain some respect for Randy Orton. It was extreme, there was a lot of blood, and even young Randy Orton managed to have a great match, and it is one of my favorite matches of all time. Randy Orton has been known as the Legend Killer, and he humiliated Mick Foley in all possible ways. Not that. He called him names, spit in his face, pushed him from stairs, and much more. So in my opinion, it was the first great Randy Orton storyline, and it still is the number 2 feud of Randy Orton. Randy Orton vs. Triple H. Now these two always had a feud, and this rivalry includes back when Evolution turned on Randy Orton. I mean, it's Evolution, but Randy Orton always hated Triple H the most. And they were feuding for the World Heavyweight Championship back in 2004. Triple H betrayed Randy Orton, so they had a rivalry since then. I'm also counting DX vs. Rated RKO, because it was for the same reason. And I'm also counting feud in 2007 when he had a rivalry with Triple H, including John Cena. And I'm also counting probably the best, including Legacy in 2009, where Triple H even got into Randy Orton's house and threw him through the window. And Randy Orton kissed Stephanie McMahon and even destroyed McMahon family. He punt-kicked Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, RKO'd Stephanie McMahon, so Triple H was pretty mad. So he kicked the shit out of Randy Orton. The rivalry ended at WrestleMania 25 in an okay match where Triple H pedigreed Randy Orton and won the match fair and square, leaving as the WWE Champion. So that's it for today. Let me know in the comments your favorite Randy Orton storyline and what other wrestler do you want to see next. Follow me on Twitter right here to get updates, because I started to post more, and you can tweet me. Yes. The Great One, peace, love and hugs. It's been a pleasure.